All right, good morning, everybody. This is Ryan Willis here at the Weather Service office in Peachtree City, and we're going to go ahead and get the weekly briefing started this morning. Okay, we'll be talking about a few things today, beginning with the short term, so increasing showers today ahead of a weak cold front, and that will persist into tonight, as well as the above normal temperatures that will be continuing through the weekend into early next week. We'll also go over a drought conditions update and look into the weekend and to next week, where we're expecting some bigger changes by midweek next week. So starting off this morning, right now, we did have some dense fog earlier this morning and last night. That has pretty much dissipated at this point, so the earlier dense fog advisory is now expired. Any lingering fog patches that are out there will continue to dissipate through midday. We do have a weak cold front approaching from the west, and that is going to lead to increased showers through the day today. You can see on the radar image there on the right, we already have some showers across North Georgia, especially this morning, and then more showers will be approaching from the west through this afternoon and evening. Highs today will remain above average. We're talking 60s to 70s across the area, and rain chances will be increasing, especially across North Georgia through the day today. These will be all showers. We're not expecting any thunderstorms, just scattered patches of showers through the day today. Tonight, overnight lows for tomorrow morning will remain well above normal for typical overnight lows this time of year. Shower chances will continue to shift southeastward, and some patches of fog are again possible overnight tonight. So you can see down in central Georgia, we do have increasing shower chances by tonight's time frame. Unfortunately, rainfall totals with this system aren't all that impressive. We're talking mainly a ½ inch or less, with the highest across North Georgia. Some areas of central Georgia aren't expecting all that much with this weak system pushing through tomorrow morning. So getting into the drought update, even though we are getting some showers today, it has been pretty dry over the last couple weeks at least. So compared to the last drought monitor from last week, we do have some worsening drought conditions in a few areas. The abnormally dry or D0 conditions expanded a bit across North Georgia near the Atlanta metro, and a little patch of moderate drought there in east central Georgia did expand slightly, but overall it's largely about what it was last week. We're not in any serious drought conditions at this point, but it has been dry over the last couple of weeks and allowed a little bit of those lower drought levels to expand. So looking into the weekend, we're still not looking at any significant rainfall this weekend. Temperatures will remain above average through the weekend and into early next week. We're looking at temperatures in the 60s for most areas, and then 70s down into central Georgia. A few lingering showers are possible in central Georgia on Friday. That's not going to be a big deal, really. Saturday will bring cloudier skies. We have a weak wedge building in from the northeast, so that could provide a few showers, just light showers on Saturday, and cloudy conditions for most. And then slightly cooler temperatures, especially the further north and east you go in Georgia, but all in all, nothing too significant. Next week is when we'll start to see more substantial changes for our area. We're looking at a stronger cold front approaching the region by the Tuesday or Wednesday time frame. There's still some uncertainty regarding the exact timing and intensity with regard to the system, but it does look that like we'll have more substantial rainfall totals as this front approaches the area, and we'll continue to monitor any potential for thunderstorms. There's still a good bit of uncertainty at this time, but it does look like that will be the next big change for our area sometime in the Tuesday to Wednesday time frame next week. Taking a preliminary look at some forecast rainfall totals for that time frame. Like I said, a little more substantial than what we've seen lately. More areas could see rainfall totals in excess of an inch, maybe higher than that as well. We'll obviously get a little more idea of what that's going to look like as we get closer to the midweek time frame next week. One thing that is looking pretty certain, once we get that system clearing the area by late week next week, it does look like temperatures will start tumbling pretty substantially. These are the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook and the 8 to 14 day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. And both are favoring below normal temperatures, especially as we get into the 8 to 14 day time frame. It looks like the colder air mass will push in and persist into at least mid-December. So for those of you who have not been enjoying the warmer weather lately, it looks like we'll get a pretty good shot of colder air starting late next week and then into the week following. So to wrap it all up, continue to expect showers today into tonight ahead of the weak cold front that we talked about. Rainfall totals will be fairly limited. Most areas will see less than a ½ inch total when all is said and done. The warm temperatures will continue to stick around this weekend into the first part of next week. Only a few light showers expected on Saturday, but otherwise largely dry for the weekend. We covered that the drought has remained about the same as compared to last week, with just abnormally dry conditions with a few areas of moderate drought. And then the big changes will come next week with the stronger storm system and cold front by the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame, with more substantial rainfall, which we will continue to monitor and update over the coming days. And then looks like it will turn significantly colder by late next week into the following week as well. So that's what I have for you today. At this point, any questions that anyone has, I'll go ahead and allow that to occur.